Okay, Larry Dickham here today to teach you guys another lesson from my custom-built dojo. A lesson on how to do some shit that your dumbass probably didn't know how to do at first. I'm a teacher, as well as a killer. So another lesson today is something a little bit different than what I usually teach, but something that's equally as important. Today I have with me the beautiful watermelon, the black man's strawberry. Now, some of you motherfuckers be cutting up the watermelon all wrong and shit and then wonder why it don't taste good. First lesson of watermelon, you cut that shit right. First thing you gotta do is get yourself something to cut it with. And today I have this. You didn't even know I had this shit up in there, did you? A baby sword, forged in the Far East, in the top of a mountain by a family of Neanderthals about 100 years ago. Now you ain't gonna be able to get nothing like this here because this is personally made for me. You might have to go to the dollar store or Walmart or some shit like that to get some bullshit, but it's still a work to cut the delicious watermelon. Now what I like to do before I slice the delicious watermelon is get some practice in with a move I call the watermelon neck chop. It's a move where you go up to somebody who's thirsty and they be like, hey man, I sure could use some drink and some food. And you say, well, brother, I just happen to have both right here in a delicious watermelon. And just when he think he about to get some delicious watermelon, is when you toss the watermelon up in the air about 30 feet, bust him in the motherfucking neck, and catch your delicious watermelon. He is rendered immobile, illogical, and not a factor in your life. Now let's get to slicing this watermelon. What you want to do is take your sword, your baby sword. I know it's not going to be forged in the Far East, but you want to take this. First, examine your melon. You want to caress it, reach around back, make sure it feel good back here, then reach around to the front. That's what the prize is. See how it's doing up right now? If it feel good, go back around to that back. Yeah, it feel good. Get the top again. You take your baby sword and you want to slice that motherfucker. 2 times, from the front and from the back. Split that bitch. Shoot it like so. By that time, you should have 2 halves. Put that 1 half to the side. We'll get back to that later. Take this half. Do the same thing. Split that bitch. Take that one. Now you got 2 halves of the half. You take this, look like a little triangle. Slice that motherfucker like that. Slice that motherfucker like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now slice it across the ribs. Take your baby sword, then you slice that motherfucker like that. Like so. Next thing you know, you got delicious squares. Perfect. Take it from me. Join the dojo and learn how to cut delicious watermelon. You'll be all right.